We are many, those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds. Gladness thrives on the suffering of the dead, locked in the souls, in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals, in hope of harvesting on the innocent. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in the shadows hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of the spirit to the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own inner demons, brings to life your deepest fears. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality? In the search for life after life, have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have, maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers hidden behind the veil. Shake off the blinders and open your mind's eye. Listen to the story. We are they, we are incarnate, and all.
And what is up, everybody? Happy Monday, motherfuckers. How you guys doing today? Yeah, Monday, start off the week, right? It's just, oh yeah, one of them days. Not so hot today. I don't think at least it didn't feel hot. I think we're on a cold snap. Yeah, it's only 104. What's up, Moose? How you doing today, bud? How was your Monday? Yeah, decent day at work. Nothing busy. Just enough to keep you busy through the day to make it go fast enough that you don't realize you're at work. So, gotta have a little Jack and Pepsi on that note. So, I finished combining all of Dead's GoPro from night 3 together. It's in 3 sections. Static camera culinary. We're going to go ahead and get through this. Burn out this through the week. Probably hit Dead's night 3 this weekend while I'm working on getting my GoPros together. And we finish up the video. After we finish this, which is 5 hours, we're going to knock off a couple of recorders real quick because I know a couple of them are dead. So we'll finish that, get back to the video, and hopefully finish it up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Because we have a month, just over a month until NSP. And we still have Goldfield to analyze. So let's kind of get to the static camera. Looking at the same area for the next 5-6 hours.
Okay. GoPro Hero 7 Black. Recording in Culinary. Dish return.
It's me in
Sill.
the background.
Night 3.
So I haven't decided to pull the trigger on the next GoPro yet. Yeah, I want to do it though. Come on, Brent, you're snapping enough. So hi ho, hi ho. I watched the YouTube video you posted, the one I heard your name being called. One part, even slow mo, you can hear it. Yeah. I still have questions about that though. It sounds like somebody in the room. It's so debatable. I'm probably going to go back and add it just because it did sound like the woman. It did sound like Susan or what's her face from Spirit of Nevada. I don't think it was Susan because Susan's voice is very discernible, just like mine. Susan has kind of like, I don't want to say a drawl at the end of her voice, but it's distinguishable. And like I said, me, I have a tone that, like Dead's, you can hear him from a mile away, just like me. Our voices carry, like Susan's. So it's a catch-22. It really is. Because a lot of people, their voices don't carry that far. You know, you get in the other room, you struggle to hear them. Me, you hear me freaking 200 feet away. I guess that's just, I've always been able to project my voice, even at a young age. You know, when I say that, I remember going fishing with my dad once, you know, back in Missouri growing up. And we were out, you know, it's getting dark. It's the best fishing right at dusk to dark, or from dusk to daybreak. Best fishing, and we got stopped by the water patrol, the conservation. Oh, we're making sure you guys got your life jackets and nobody's been drinking and yada yada yada. And it's like, whatever. And like I said, I think I was like eight or, I think I was like 8 or 10 or something like. Actually, I was a little bit older than that. I was back visiting my dad, and they took off after they found everything was okay. And I looked at my dad and was like, "Why are these fucking pigs bothering us?" And my dad was like, "Brett, you do realize your voice carries on water." It's like, there's no way they heard me. Here they come right back around. "Sir, what'd your son say?" I said, "Sorry, guys, I didn't think you'd hear me." They're like, "Yeah, your voice carries over water." I'm like, "Yeah, but not that far." They're like, "No, your voice carries." It was like, "Sorry." They're like, "Yeah, don't let it happen again." I was like, my dad, they took off. My dad was like, "Ugh." He goes, "Just lower your voice." It's like, I didn't even say it that loud. But it's like, oops. Yeah, my voice carries. My first lesson when I was young about voice carrying over water. You never really realize it until it happens. You think because of the ripples in the water, it would dissipate the sound from your voice. Nope. It carries it like a carries it like a messenger. It's like, yeah, fuck you. Then they hear it at the other end. They're like, this kid. Like, oops. Sorry. No, I'm not. I's not sorry. I's never sorry. Oh, hold on. $6.34. Go back over that. Make the list so we can go back over nickname Igor, and she happened to be at the lick one day and we were calling her Igor. Oh, ouch. Yes, mister. Kind of going, yes, mister. Yeah, she knew we didn't like her. I remember I was, how old was I? 14. And one of my dad's good friends at work they had sailboats out in the lake, and like two moorings over is where they were moored. And we used to have water balloon fights and all this and that. And their son was my age, but their daughter was 2 years older. And somehow she got the nickname Mrs. Whipple. Now, if you remember, Mr. Whipple was, I believe, the Charmin guy. So, I mean, she detested being called Miss Whipple. And I remember it's like, Dad was like, "You got to stop calling her that." I'm like, "Stop calling her Miss Whipple." And you hear her freaking like two moorings over going, "Brett, you're an asshole." It's like, yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. But she was freaking smoking hot. I wonder how she turned out. Of course I can. Where at? Oh shit. In front of the window? I went back to way too far. I went back to the beginning. No, I went. Do I need to go back again? Okay, 630. It's above 634. So we're going to go from where I caught the first one. Okay, right there is where we caught the first piece. So we're going to go back through it one more time. The white spot in the back. Be on the right side, okay? The entrance, okay? I'll keep an eye out. Do I need to go back again? Or am I still not up to it? What's up, Ducky? How you been? I still don't think I'm up to it because I talked for a little bit after that. Rather go back and be safe than sorry. With 6 windows and light coming in, it's possible. I mean, it's just the way the light shifted is very possible. chilling like a villain. Setting up the cameras, if we put one in a static in Culinary this year, we're going to put it almost inside this dish return so it covers the entire Culinary, not just 3/4 of it. Yeah, you might have been just seeing something. I'm seeing something here. Can't do the graveyard. They won't let us over there. It's off limits. 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago we went up there. We had permission. We had permission. They took us up there, but the information had not been passed to the guards that were still working the other prison, even though it was empty. They came up there and told us to get the fuck out. You guys can't, well, you guys can't be up here. Well, and Susan was like, we have permission from, gave the guard's name. And he's like, well, he's not on duty right now. I'm like, you guys can't be here. You got to leave. And she's like, well, we do have permission, but we will leave. And we left without argument. We're not going to mess with the docents at all. This is what they do. They love the prison. This is okay. It's like, we're sorry. We're leaving now. But we got some, some pictures up there and everything. It's just they did not want us up there. Which, okay, I understand. No, it actually, yeah, it was the previous year. Let me pause this real quick. So, yeah, we were actually up there. What's up, Corgi? And I know there's two cemeteries. One up on the hill and the other inside Warm Springs prison grounds. So there's two cemeteries. So this is the one on the hill. Okay, you guys get the idea of that one. Give me a second here before we move on. And this is the graveyard inside Warm Springs Prison. Thane Archibald from the execution chamber. Frank Trenum, whatever. I can't read that. It's broken. I think he died at the prison, not in the execution. Fred Mitchell. Don't know anything about him. John Hancock, first person to be executed in Nevada State Prison. James White. James Kramer. Thomas Casey. So yeah, that's from inside Warm Springs Prison grounds, which was, I guess you could say, the second, or first and second. Well, they both have graves from older and newer. So the graveyard on the hill has bodies from COVID when the prisoners died there. So they put the newer graves on top with the original older graves. Yeah, that John Hancock, which was, well, that John Hancock. Not the Constitution John Hancock, no. So, I got a fuzzy cat that jumped up to say hi. Yeah, not the Constitution guy. Hey, Jack, everybody's saying hi to you, bud. Everybody's saying hi to you. Get off the mic cord. There you go. That's my buddy Jack. Oh, look, a cat. Growls. Oh, I love that one. And like I said, I don't know if you heard yesterday I premiered it. I made one for Deads.
Pull that on my finger, would you?
Versus some cat that got me now. I expect it. Wouldn't expect any less. As soon as I saw that portion of the video, the GoPro, pull my finger, I knew for a fact I had to freaking make that into a pop-up. It's like, pull my finger. Whoa, what the? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Something metal dropped. That's pretty cool there. Right there. It sounds like a bell or a piece of metal flopping on the ground. But there's nobody around. There shouldn't be. So we'll have to go back into Adobe after we finish this section of the video to do it. It's little stuff like that you want to look for. We've been through this. Static camera, anything's possible. You know, it could be a woman singing, you'd have to agree. Well, I don't have a woman singing, but I have that. And that's a semi going by. I hate the fact this prison is so damn close to the highway. It's literally, if you, well, from where Culinary is, not that close. You get it by execution. We know it's literally 150, 200 yards from the highway. If that, it's probably a good 150. Like I said, I always make the joke. Everybody wants to know what it's like being a paranormal investigator. Uh, this is what a lot of the tech guys do that you don't see on camera. They're sitting there watching static cameras for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours at a time. Granted, they do it live, but what better way to practice? Sorry, that was me adjusting the armrest. It scared the shit out of Jack. I'll, Ducky, I'm going to see about measuring it when I go back this year. Or at least get a picture, which I might have. Uh, Give me a second on that. Hold on. Door shutting. All right. We all heard that one. See if I can find the... Okay, I have a selfie right by the other side. Right behind me is about another 50 yards behind me is where the highway would be. Probably another 50 to 60 yards, so it's a good probably 150 yards to the highway from the front gates. And execution sits right up on those white buildings where the third floor starts. So it's a good 150 to 200. Corgi, how you feeling, bud? They get that fluid under control? Nope. Damn, man. I'm sorry. Hopefully they do soon. You know, good thing is at least we're getting areas to go back and analyze through audio. How many GoPros, static and moving, we've gone through over the past 4 years now. And we've never really caught anything definitive on video. I can tell you the distance from highway to gate in a minute. I see somebody here. Don't know if you're a bot or not, but Topher, if you're not a bot, welcome in. If you have any questions about the paranormal, please don't hesitate to ask. I'd say if I were to guess though, Ducky, the closest point on prison grounds to the highway is probably 85, 90 yards. From where the gate is, 185, 190 ish. Okay, Corgi. We'll be here for a bit, so no worries. Because the highway kind of curves. So you want from the gate to the highway or gate to center line of the highway? Gate to the highway. Well, you can't get directly onto the highway because it goes out, then up over. So from the gate to the bridge, from actual gate, not the driveway. $172.8. I wasn't that far off. I said, what, 185? So I was 13 yards off. I'll take it all day long. Gotta love Onyx Hunt app. Nice. I'm usually pretty good with distance. There's another one. That's a pretty good slam right there. We haven't been getting those very much. Like I said, I've been very, very blessed when it comes to good eyesight and distance judgment. One of the best shots I've ever done was with a 12 gauge double barrel with slugs, 120 yards. I hit a door. We nailed door jam. We put door jams into the dirt and went back about 150 yards, and I hit that little freaking door jam that we put into the ground with a slug at about 120 yards, iron sight. It was like, yeah, boy. I, yeah, Dougie, since you're kind of new, I was talking about this years ago, or about 3 years ago. Went out shooting with a buddy, and I had my, no, I said I hit a door jamb stuck into the ground at 120 yards with a 12 gauge with slug loads. Kind of lobbed that bitch in. Had when I first got my 308, when I first got Emily. Let me see if I can find a picture of Emily real quick. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I have one of Emily. That's Emily. That's my 308. What's up, David? So 26-inch barrel, was it 1040 by like 80 scope. I have to look at her to make sure. I took her out. My buddy and I are just plinking left and right. It's an IKJ optics. It's a generic scope, but she's got range on it. IKJ it's a shit scope. It really is. I want to put a Burris on her. I really do, just because of the namesake. So we're out shooting, and my buddy's friend showed up. He showed up with a Dragunov. So you know how IKJs are. They're not the greatest scope. They're good. The optics are good, but they're not the greatest. So my buddy's friend brought out his Dragunov. It's a good starter long range. You can get 1.5 miles out of her if you know what to do. I've gotten up to about 700-800 yards with it. It's 1040 by 60. Let me take that back, not 80. So he's sitting there plinking with the Dragunov, and I've never shot a Dragunov outside of video games. I used to love the Dragunov scope because of the rangefinder and everything, and the old school scope. He's like, you want to shoot it? It's like, dude, don't make me outshoot you with your own rifle. He's like, what did you just say? It's like, you let me shoot this, I'm going to outshoot you with your own rifle. So I gave him like $40 just to help with the ammo. That's what kind of guy I am. My first shot, I hit inside the second ring at 750 yards. He packed up his shit and he left. It was like, my buddy's like, Jesus Christ, you pissed him off. It's like, and? He's like, dude, he goes, he'll never forgive you for that. It's like, you don't outshoot a man with his own gun. Especially Dragunov ammo and 308 ammo is not cheap. He's like, dude, he goes, he's not going to talk to me for a month. It's like, you know what? I said, didn't I warn him that I was going to outshoot him with his own gun? It's like, yeah, you warned him. It's like, but you know your guns, Brent. It's like, wish I could get a link for you guys real quick on something. I have a Mossberg 12 gauge pistol grip. I shoot nothing but slugs out of it one-handed. 300 blackout. Ooh, yeah, 300 rounds ain't cheap either. Thousand yards with a 338. Nice. My furthest is about 758. 750 to 800. Where do I have a picture of my 12 gauge? Oh. There's my Mossberg. There's my AK. There's my 308 and my shit-eating grin. I shoot nothing but slugs out of my pistol grip. But yeah, I sold the AK. Thousand yards at 338. Oof. That's juicy. But even at 1,000 yards, 338, there's not going to be much left of that jackrabbit. You're going to see fur. I got a leg. Let me put this, I got to turn the screen off for 1 second, guys. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I screwed up. What's going on here? I got some PC problems. Bear with me. Why did you trigger? Didn't mean for that one. Shit. I don't want to do this without... Okay, I managed to get it. You guys want to check something out? This is a shooting video we made a long time ago. And you'll understand what I mean by shooting the 12 gauge one-handed. Check that out when you guys get a chance. I can't show it on here because of copyrighted music. Actually, it's a compilation of a lot of shooting weekends. Not that hard to shoot that gun one-handed. Uh, Ducky with slug loads. We're not talking double-aught buck. We're talking slugs out of a 12 gauge. Now, even guys that are bigger than me that are my friends will not do it. I believe in slugs for home defense. That's my home defense. It's not double-aught buck. My home defense is slug loads. Why? Because the hole goes in this big and it comes out this big. He's going to be like, that's not very much. Oh, never mind. Uh, 1 ounce KO sluggers. I have this extreme urge to put dragon's breath in my fucking 12 gauge. I don't know why I want to do it. Maybe I just want to see the world burn. Don't do it. I'm not, excuse me, I'm not going to. I do not intend on it. One of these is a video I'm trying to find for you guys. I can find this real quick. It's so damn dirty, fucks up your barrel and comes out. Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. Can't do that. Trying to find this video I have saved for you guys, but I don't think I can. Don't know where it's at. We had gone out shooting once, and I've got the. I'll find the video. My friends, my buddy brought out a 50 cal black powder, and they know that I can handle some pretty big caliber. I'm not a huge guy, but I'm not a tiny guy either. So this black powder can hold between 200 and 400 grain. Now, most people know you don't max load black powder very often. So it's like, and I hear them laughing in the background. I know they're trying to do something stupid to me, but I don't think that they're going to put 400 grain on me. 400 grain hurts. And I've got the picture of this. So before I put it up, then grenade in your damn hands. So I hear them chuckling, and it's like, okay, they're going to put 250 to 300 in here. They just want to see Brent fucking shit. It's like, so it's like, hey, Brett, come on over here. And I kind of, yeah, it's like, whatever. So I go over, like, hey, go ahead and you're big bad Brent. Give this a try. So then I have my buddy start recording. It's like, okay, here's Brent, black powder. Pull it up, pull the trigger, and that's what comes out of the barrel. This is what they did to Brent. 400 grain. I'm going to have to find the video for you guys for the next show. But this is what they did to Brent. My shoulder, I had a light red line on my shoulder from the kick from that bitch. As I just dropped the rifle, I went, okay. I knew what they were doing. If you watch the picture closely enough, I'm standing almost over the top of it. I knew they were doing something stupid. I didn't know they were doing something dangerous. That could have easily blown the barrel off the rifle and either killed or hurt me. When I was younger, when I was like 7 or 8, we had some people who owned property out on a lake. Every once in a while, we'd go out and shoot with them. Now, this guy was a survivalist. He had fully automatics. He had grenades. He had everything you can imagine. They decided to start drinking and double loading the black powder rifles. They gave one of their friends a double loaded black powder. Blew the barrel off the gun. Singed the guy's eyebrows right off his head. Didn't hurt him, but it flash burned him. I had flashbacks to that as a kid. And I just kind of looked at him, I'm like, do it again. I was like, that was fun. And they just kind of looked at me like, Brent, you're nuts. Matter of fact, I know where the video is. I just can't get to it during the show. Don't think I have it saved. I gotta go re-download it. Yeah, I'm overly safe with it, with firearms. If anybody breaks out a beer while guns are out, I leave. I thought we were shooting. Not while there's guns out. It's like, well, we're just having one. I'm like, not with my guns, you're not. Not with my fucking guns. And of course, they get pissed, but it's like, I warned you guys when we left. The alcohol stays behind. We drink when we get back. Of course, they don't want to hear it, and it's like, you know what? I don't need this shit. I saw too much as a kid with friends with family and friends drinking with guns, and it's like, I'm not doing it. So it's I'm that guy. We had this area we used to shoot at, heading south out of town. It's like 8 miles out. It's you, and it's you're shooting out into the desert. And we got out there early. We got set up, and we got the good area. These fucking people went up on this ridge, literally overlooking us. Literally, I mean, if you look straight up, you could see them up on the hill. They started shooting skeet over our heads. We were literally down here shooting out to the desert. They went up on the hill and they were shooting skeet above our heads. You're talking, I'm going to show you part of the people who were out here. And I want you guys to know what we did. Let me find it. This is just part of it. This is only about half of us. Wow, that's probably one of the better pictures. Used to be a cop, used to be security. Me, my buddy who's a hunter, avid hunter. So we went up there geared up. There was like 10, 15 of us. We drew on them. I mean, we had them literally on the ground. If you guys don't leave, we're gonna kill you. What's your problem? You're shooting over our fucking heads. So what? It's not a problem. Back on the AK, I'm like, and we all lock. We just immediately locked. And it was like, leave. We're gonna sit here while you pack up and go. They loaded up, they left. About an hour later, guess who shows up? The police. Guys, come over here. Set down our guns, walked over like, did you? Hold on. There's a sound in the background. Okay, there's about 20 seconds there. We'll have to go back through on Adobe. But police are like, is there a problem? I'm like, yeah, they were this close to death. Officer's like, and it was Henderson Police. I think it was Henderson. And they're like, what's going on? It's like, you see where we're set up? They're like, yeah. You see that ridge right above us? Yeah. It's like, we were down here shooting. We got there 2 hours before they did. They came up on top of that ridge and started shooting skeet over our heads. And the officer was like, what? It's like, oh, they failed to not mention that part to you, that they were shooting over our heads. That's attempted murder. It's like, that's attempted aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You know, it's like, you guys might want to go back and kind of get the full story. We got 15 witnesses here. And the officer was like, really? It's like, we told them to leave, and they told us to go fuck ourselves. Kept shooting over our heads, so we went up and got them out of here. Officer's like, I'm surprised you didn't shoot him. It's like, well, you can ask him that we cocked the guns in front of him and made him leave at gunpoint. He's like, okay. It's like, we'll handle, you're not in trouble. We'll take care of this. It's like, go, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. They left. It's like, they just flat out said, we wouldn't have blamed you if you would have shot him. It's like, no, we're not going to do that. we didn't want a police investigation. Yeah, I know. I know. Right there. Right at 49:59. But the officer was like, "You guys aren't in trouble. You defended yourselves." And it's like, "Yep." It's like, "Oh, by the way, officer, yeah, there's something else right there." That sounds like a vent spinning on the roof. We're not going to count that one. I told the officer, it's like, "Hey, I work for Snap Towing." He's like, "Yeah, I thought you looked familiar. Might have been a truck or a vent on the roof, one of the two." But yeah, that the officers left, never came back. Like, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I think the other people went to jail. I never found out. But they're literally shooting skeet over our heads. It's like, you can't be this stupid. Kind of wish Deds was in here because he'd understand the location. Hmm. We'll know when we get back into Adobe there, Moose. Oh my God. Corgi, tell me you're joking. That'll get you arrested faster than anything. Why would anybody joke about robbing a place while you're in that place? Oh my God. Idiocy with people these days. Oh, I was just joking. Sorry, you can't make jokes that way. You get steel bracelets, matching steel bracelets at that point. Or you get the crap beat out of you, or the extreme. I don't get it. I just don't understand why people, "Oh, I should rob this place." You're gonna what? It's like, nope. You ain't gonna do shit. And if you come back in here, we're gonna assume you're gonna rob the place, and we're just gonna take you out. It got better. Oh no. Oh no. I'm scared to ask. I am really scared to ask that one. front of two off-duty cops. I can feel my eye twitching. I can literally feel my eye twitching on this one. Oh my God. Just why? People need to sometimes just zip it, just zip, 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 zip. And they deserve what they get. This is why you don't smoke meth. McGruff the crime dog. Or off Saved by the Bell. There is no hope with dope. Just no, people, come on. It's like just like loading up a great big old bong rip. No. Why did that switch? Confirm, debunk. Hold on, guys. I forgot what this button was. There's a couple on here, they just automatically changed. The Stream Deck changed the old to an old wallpaper. Don't know why it did that. Your auto mod caught what you said. They had to take him in the back and clean him up. Let me guess, he shat himself. Big time. He didn't drop a deuce. He dropped a foose. I've watched a couple. I'll watch some of those like dumb criminal videos where like they go in to commit a robbery and the owner of the store draws on them and they just lose all bodily control right there. They drop the gun and be like, I just shit myself. Well, you're going to jail with shit in your pants. You have 5 or 6 guns pointed at you. Oh, that's perfect karma. That is perfect freaking karma. I love every second of it. Your auto mod does not like what I said when I said again was trying to tell you a story of this kid that came in to buy a gun. I only have a few words banned. The auto mod would pick up, and it's more words that would attempt to get someone banned. Like the racial words, certain cuss words I have blurted, put out so you can't say them in chat. Just certain words I had to. It was one of my first streams. I had somebody come in and they were doing that. It's like, no, I'm not going to risk it. Delete the VOD and stop the words. Don't make jokes about robbing anything. You don't know if there's off-duty cops or the clerk is armed or a bystander happens to be armed. College kids, shotgun show friends at school. I took your gun away from them. I can say it that way. Okay. I've only ever had one pulled on me once. It's like making jokes on a plane, right? It's like, what movie was that? Meet the Parents. When Ben Stiller's like, bomb, ba bomb, 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 ba bomb, 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 bomb. Sir, you can't say that on an airplane. Bomb, ba bomb, 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 ba bomb, 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 bomb. It's like, yeah, you're going to a nice place called Club Fed. You're on a permanent no-fly list, and you're spending the next 3 to 5 in a cage that's like 8 by 10. Let me see if I could find this picture real quick. And this is an older picture. I wore this on an airplane. And needless to say, oh shit, it's not going to let me do it. I had TSA actually say something to me for the shirt. The shirt, and I got it from T-Shirt Hell. The shirt said, if I'm not on somebody's watch list, there's a problem. If I'm not on somebody's watch list, there's a problem. I wore that into an airport. One TSA agent got offended. Sir, you can't wear that shirt. All the other agents were laughing their asses off. They're like, where'd you get that shirt? That's the coolest thing in the world. T-shirt hell. They're like, what kind of stuff do they have? Stuff more offensive than this. Actually, no, it was in KCI. No, it wasn't KCI. It was, no, it was McCarran. I was going to Nashville. I was going to Nashville from McCarran. And one of the TSA guys had a stick up his butt. He's like, sir, you can't wear that kind of shirt in this day and age. Well, it's a joke. I don't think it's funny. All these other agents are laughing their asses off. And you're being a dick. He's like, sir, just be careful next time, would you? It's like, you know what? Yeah, you got a deal. He's like, everybody else is laughing but you. He's like, oh yeah. He goes, it's just not the right thing to wear in an airport. It's like, I did it for the reaction. You know I'm not a threat. I did it for the reaction. He goes, well, you got it. Have a good day, sir. It was like, I walked through and the other TSA agents were like, we're going to that website when we get off work. He goes, we're going to check out what they got. I was like, what other place do you get that kind of reaction? Had a gun pulled on me in downtown Detroit, Michigan. A guy walked up behind me, put his little 22 pistol in my back, said, "Give me a wallet." I laughed at him, hit him in the face, broke his nose and eye socket, and got your CCW 2 weeks later. Not one of my brightest ideas. Everybody else thought it was funny as hell. Yeah, T-shirt hell is great. I should start ordering more shirts and just wear them on air. See if I can get them as a sponsor. There's another bang. Not worth saving. We only got 14 minutes left on this video, so we're just going to finish it out tonight, start section 2 tomorrow night. I would have too, but still. I've got like I had like 5 or 6 shirts from that site. The original Boys in the Hood, you can imagine what that one is. Together we can help fight blue balls and prevent this deadly disease. I used to wear that one to the bar all the time. Got several dates from that t-shirt. And I had a couple more. I don't even remember. I'd have to go back and look. The help prevent blue balls one was the best. There's talking. Like Corgi, I do shit just for reaction. And I've got some of the best I'll ever get. I have no regrets. You've had several little kids come up and ask you if you're a cop. Yeah. I cop a feel on your mom. Ooh. He already looked him up. Jesus, Ducky. Yeah, t-shirt hell is freaking great. I think I'm going to go on there after the show and find one to wear to the prison. Twitch won't ban you if you say it. Twitch will ban me for you putting it in my channel. Well, I didn't know you were into necrophilia. So that's why she didn't move around so much. Sorry. Oops. I actually said that to a guy at a bar one night. The guy was, I like to open up a cold one every now and then. Ooh. A guy said something to me. I was like, dude, I'll go fuck your mother. He's like, my mom's dead. It's like, that explains why she didn't move around too much. And he was like, I can't hate you for that one. And he shook my hand. He's like, dude, that was good. And it was like, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, no disrespect. He goes, no, none taken. Fucking bought each other a shot. And it was like, and that was the end of it. But that comeback right there, and he was like, oh. He couldn't be mad and it'd come back that quick. And my friends thought there was going to be a brawl. He's like, my buddy later was like, Brent, you're one of the only people that can get away with the shit you say. Oh, I don't hate it when they're like, I've gotten away with saying shit that would get most people beat out. Just the way I deliver it, and people are like, oh, all right, it's going to be like that. It's like, yeah, it is. Yeah. And they're like, you're all right. It's like, and it's just like, it becomes not a friendship, but a mutual respect. And it's just fun. I have fun with everything. People are so serious about everything in life. Life's too short to be that freaking serious. Joke with everybody. Get somebody to laugh. They're only going to hate you for a few seconds until you realize they're just trying to make you laugh. And as soon as they do, it diffuses the entire situation. Oh, what the fuck was that? But as shit starts getting serious, make a joke. As soon as they laugh, it all stops right there. I don't use it wisely. I use it whenever I can. It's got me out of some situations. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to go broke on the site. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not. You're a tweeter. Yeah, you said the cops were the kids thinking you were a cop. You get to wear those cute mount me hats. Just saying. You've used that line. I've never gone that far talking shit to a cop, but I have gone far. Never that far. After you've been beat down by the police, you kind of watch what you say. And yes, I have been beat down by the police. I was like 17, 18 years old. Actually, I was 18, 19. I take that back. Fluffy was right. If you can make a cop laugh. I did once, and I still got a ticket, but it was highway patrol. Yeah, with cops, you only do it if you know for a stone cold fact you can get away with it. Otherwise, yes, sir. No, sir. I don't know, sir. Yes, sir. Have a good day, sir. That was a fast $100 spent. And here you could have used that to tip the show. I'm kidding. I'm freaking kidding. I told a cop once I wasn't speeding. I was catching up to the traffic in front of me. You was qualifying. I wasn't speeding. I was trying to catch up to the traffic ahead of me. You know how fast you were going? Oh, those shirts are more amusing. You're not lying. Those shirts are more amusing than I'll ever be. Uh, do you know why I pulled you over? No, you were speeding. Do you know how fast you were going? You tell me, you caught up to me. Just because I'm going 90 in the left lane doesn't mean you have to come up behind me with your lights flashing. You cannot wear one of those downtown town. Like I said, I used to wear the one all over the place. The original Boys in the Hood. I won't explain it because I don't want to be banned. But I used to wear that all over the place. The looks I got, ooh, not good. And I think I'm going to go see their new stuff after I get off. The one that has to do with, well, I'll just, well, this one was worse than that. It's not that one. This is one they don't sell anymore. It's one with 3 on the front of the shirt in black and white. That's all I'm going to say. Nope, not touching it. Good idea, Corgi. Do I believe in it? Hell no. But it was funny. This is a clean one you were looking, yeah. A lot of these will start fights. I'm taking a shave of my head again. I don't think that's evidence. I think that's just building sounds. Yeah, that's nowhere near evidence. That one was a little bit louder. I think the other one is, I don't know if they're still in business. I think that's the other one. I don't think they're still in business. They might be. Yeah, but summertime in Vegas, not a great time to shave the head. Today, not so bad. Past couple weeks, no bueno. Oh, yeah, you know. Y'all gonna make me get from my comfy chair and go over to my computer. You know you're going to, Corgi. T-shirt hell and foul mouth shirts. And that does it for section 1 of this. I did not think we were going to get through it tonight, but we pushed through a little bit later than I wanted to go. But you guys kept the chat going. And I thank you guys for it. Kind of gave me the energy to kind of just push through it. So, Ducky, Moose, Corgi, David, I do truly thank you guys for being here tonight. Spending an hour and a half for basically just looking for something. There might be one or two in here. We'll find out tomorrow night when we load them into Adobe before we start section 2. Then we'll see if we get anything. Guys, have a great night. God bless, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks again.